What's up, everybody? My name is Rachel Laren. I am from Gun Barrel City, Texas, but we are in Nashville, Tennessee today, and you're listening to Jam&Toast. We're going to play a couple new ones for you guys that aren't out right now. I wrote this first one with my good friends Aubrey Toon and Miss Julie Eddy. This is called Till the Wheels Fall Off. We hope you like it. Baby, don't you know that I'm your leading lady? Like Romeo and Juliet will be a story for the young ones, dumb ones, risky for it all ones. Hold me like you never even known me. Your lips on mine, it's so intoxicating, and I'm the drunk that can't get enough. Oh, set it on fire, we'll rainstorm. Even if it flies, we'll find shore. Together like a runaway love, till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall. Darling, I need you like a smoker needs a lighter. Kiss me once more and get me higher. Willingly, I'm addicted, can't quit it. Signing for my next fix. Ooh, set it on fire, we'll rainstorm. Even if it floods, we'll find shore. Together like a runaway love, till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall. Max Woolery on the guitar. You and me, yeah, we go together, hallelujah. Aiming birds of a feather, you're my white horse, baby. Keep me free. Ooh, set it on fire, we'll rainstorm. Even if it floods, we'll find shore. Together like a runaway love, till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna do one more for you. I wrote this one with my good friends who actually created Jam&Toast, Mr. Forrest Carter and Max Woolery. I mentioned I'm from a little town in East Texas, and I love Nashville, and I love doing this music thing, but I miss home a lot, and I miss just peace and wide open spaces. So we wrote a little song about that. This is called Where the Daisies Grow. I live so fast, but I don't feel so free. This money won't last, and love don't grow on trees. This train keeps rolling stars when I lay down at night. I wanna live where the daisies grow, somewhere quiet that fills my soul. Let God take me nice and slow. I wanna live where the daisies grow. Grow. I wanna live where the daisies grow, somewhere quiet that fills my soul. Let God take me nice and slow. I wanna live, yeah, I wanna live where the daisies grow, somewhere quiet that fills my soul. Let God take me nice and slow. I wanna live where the daisies grow. Thank you guys so much.
What's up? Welcome back in. This is Triple Threat Studio and the 7th episode of Jam&Toast.
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 Happy to welcome in Miss Rachel Laren.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, a close friend of the podcast. We're thrilled to have you on. Thrilled to know you.
Yep.
I guess we'll go ahead and jump right in. I got a little toast prepared. Grab your drinks. We're doing a little non-alcoholic toast today because Pilates, apparently.
Well, sober October.
Gotta stay fit. Celsius, sponsor them.
Yeah. Celsius hit me up. Forrest Carter. All right. Hold them up, guys. May the roof above these friends never fall in, and may the friends below it never fall out.
Woo. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's a Mountain Dew.
Crispy.
I can taste the dew from the mountains. Yeah, let's dive right in. Rachel, where are you from?
So I'm from a little tiny town in East Texas called Gun Barrel City. It's kind of like an hour and a half to 2 hours southeast to Dallas, close to Tyler, Texas, and the 903. Shout out everyone there.
Hell yeah, shout out.
Yeah, it's on a little lake, kind of middle of nowhere, but it's growing
Big
fast.
lake, actually, right? Isn't it a really large lake?
Yeah, he did his homework. It is on a really big lake. It's used to be the third biggest lake in Texas. I don't know if it still is, but it's called Cedar Creek Lake.
You know, those lakes,
really
they
big.
stay growing.
Yeah, they do, but it's man-made. So that's what's weird about our lake is it's completely man-made, but I just know it's like from the middle point, it's 60 miles any way you go. So it's pretty big. It takes like hours
Holy
to get across
cow.
the lake.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she's my pride and joy, though. I love Gun Barrel.
Hell yeah, Gun Barrel is sick. I was lucky enough to take a visit with you, and I guess I'm lived in Buford for a little while, right near Lake Lanier. I don't know if you're familiar.
I didn't know that.
Murder Lake.
Dude, they're all murder lakes, though. Honestly,
For real.
R.I.P. But I could tell some stories from some people that have died in that lake every single year, or like another lake. Like, lakes be dangerous, honestly. Like,
for real.
Is it the lake or is it that everybody's always getting hammered on a boat?
It's that, but it also is murders. Okay, listen, this is gonna take a detour.
All right, let's do it.
But okay, so Kemp, whatever. Okay, so the town beside me is called Kemp, Texas, and there was this girl that she was like driving. So Kemp's really, really small. It's one stoplight in the town, and she was driving straight, and your only option was a field that went into a pond that connected to the lake, I'm pretty sure, or you take a left down the highway. Okay, that's literally it.
That's it.
They find her in this pond. Okay, they do all this like back end stuff. It's like she didn't even try to turn. She like they looked at the car and like something like pretty much it was like she was already. I want to say someone's gonna listen to this and be like, Rachel, that wasn't the story, but I'm 99% sure that they said that she was like already passed out or something and ran into this lake, and they think the boyfriend did it. So
Damn.
in that little old town. And there's other stories like that. So, and if I'm wrong, somebody, I'm sorry, but that's the gist of it.
Well, Lanier, man-made lake as well. And the story was always, people drown a lot in Lanier. And the story was always that it was
Catfish
or
Big
ghosts.
old catfish. Or what?
Ghosts.
Oh,
because they flooded a town.
They flooded the town. And
they flooded 3 towns.
And empty schoolhouses.
It's very dangerous. In the lake, there's a part that's marked. It's pretty near a sandbar, but there was a church there, and the spire is like 12 foot below the surface.
It's haunted.
And so, very, very haunted stuff there.
There's weird vibes out there on lakes. It's probably haunted.
Yeah. Lake Lanier is real deep near the dam, and I always heard stories growing up of there's catfish the size of VW bugs in there. So, I don't know how true that is, but I know them cats get pretty big.
I've seen some big old catfish coming out of there, not quite that big, but way over 100 pounds.
Way. Yeah.
And, they could eat a person.
Dude, there's some weird stuff that happens in little towns. Like, not even just that. I just made me think of, in my aunt's subdivision, this is like an old, nice subdivision. This old lady was driving out of, like, their little gate thing and hit this homeless man. Probably was on drugs. R.I.P. However, hit him. He, like, flew into this gutter, and he was, like, face down on, like, the side of, like, this gutter. People were, like, this is, like, at 5 a.m. She knew she hit him. Went back to her house, pretended like nothing happened. They found it on camera. A guy saw him, like a dead guy on the side of the like gutter of the road or whatever. Called the cops. They ended up going to her house, and I'm 99% sure she's in prison now. This old lady just hit the guy and went back home. Yeah, East Texas be wildin', honestly. Sometimes there's a lot of drugs. And there's a lot of old people, and there's a lot of just people. You know?
What made you think of the gutter story?
I don't know, but I was thinking about murders.
I love that you stuck with gutter the whole time. Not a ditch.
It was a ditch. It was a ditch. It wasn't a gutter.
The whole time.
It was a ditch.
A road gutter, yeah.
Yeah. You know, you got what I was saying.
That's fair, yeah, no.
I haven't thought about it in a while.
It kind of leads me to my next question.
Murder?
Yeah. No, you said East Texas is crazy.
Yeah.
And we just recently, 3 episodes ago now, had on Ms. Delaney Ramsdale, who made a claim.
Delaney. That West Texas is better?
West Texas is best Texas is the direct quote.
All
Do
right.
you have... I said on that podcast that until you came on, West Texas was the best Texas. Mm. So do you have a rebuttal for Miss Delaney?
What's the clap back, Rachel?
I love Delaney. West Texas sucks. So...
Wow.
Listen, West Texas... All of Texas is beautiful. Okay? I will just say that. However, it's really big, like everyone knows, and there's like just different cultures. It's like one culture. But there's like different...
Subcultures.
Yeah.
I'm with
and
you.
East Texas is a little bit more like... It's my people, okay? But it's like a little bit... So from just like a landscape perspective, it's like pine trees and lakes. Hers is like desert. Hers is going to be more like oil fields, like rowdier dudes. But they all came from either like East Texas and then came over there. So
wow, no one was born in West Texas.
Yeah, nobody's ever been born in West Texas.
But very few, honestly. Delaney will tell you, like, there's not a lot of people in West Texas. Like, they go out there for work and then they go back home. They'll do like 8 days on, a week off, like whatever, and they're linemen. They're on the oil field, like they're doing something like that, and then they go home. East Texas is just like a little bit more like rowdy. Like you got like Miranda Lambert, Co Wetzel. Like they're just a little bit more like...
I get that, but...
Like I can't explain it. Like country rowdy, and she's like Western. Like Delaney is the definition of like Western, like West Texas, like cowboy. Like the 4-6s are out there.
Influence,
yeah, it's indigenous culture. Yes.
Indigenous culture. That's a big word, Rachel. You're educated or something.
Education dude. Down there in Gun Barrel City does me well.
Yeah, she actually told us, she said if you Google her hometown, Roosevelt, Texas, I believe is how she says it. And she said if you Google it, there's 9 people that live there. Mm-hmm. And then she told us that was a lie. It's actually 20. So maybe nobody is born in West Texas.
It's
maybe
like really,
there's
not a lot of people out there. There really isn't. They all go to work and then skedaddle on back to wherever.
Hell yeah.
Has more people. East Texas, how I think it was saying, East is a beast. I don't know.
East Texas is Beast Texas, baby. Hell yeah.
East
dude.
Texas is best Texas. I can do that too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't nearly work as well, though. You got to. West Texas is best Texas as far as the slogan goes.
It sounds
I haven't
good.
been to West Texas, but as far as the slogan goes, they kick the shit out of East Texas. It's the Beast Texas.
Yeah, but East Texas, you like can go mudding. You can go, back roading.
You don't reckon there's no mud in West Texas?
No,
There's
it's
no
just
water.
dry. It's dirt. It's the desert.
Fair.
Like, there's nothing. It's just boring out there. We have more, like...
Can you ride sand dunes in East Texas, though?
In East Texas? I think Midwest, no. But we could drive over and then come back to civilization.
To the better part.
I love Delaney.
Yeah.
And I love all of Texas, but West Texas is
It's the
boring.
shit.
No, it's boring.
It's the shit. It's the best.
No.
All right.
Beast is the beast.
Well, I guess I'm undecided. Max
that's up
is the
to
only
you.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you've
actually.
been both places.
I don't feel like I'm fit to settle this dispute.
I feel like you're the only
You are
one in
fit
this,
because
yeah,
you're like
the
the
only one in this
non-biased
room.
person.
I'm a big fan of both. I can't pick a favorite. As far as like
That's some pussy
venues,
shit.
huh?
I said that's some pussy shit right there, dude.
Well, I'm sorry, but I guess the Blue Light was in West Texas. It was sick, but then
But all
San
those
Marcos-
kids who went to Texas Tech were not from West Texas. They came from either East, Austin area. They came from somewhere else.
I had great experiences in both.
Yeah. Your best experience were San Marcos and Lubbock, right?
Probably. Those
Okay,
were
but
my
even San
favorites.
Marcos, I went to Texas State, and I'm from East Texas, so I'm
But
just
isn't
saying.
Isn't that in East Texas?
No.
Oh, that's South Texas.
Yeah.
But it's not West Texas.
Is it
Correct.
Southeast Texas?
It's just South.
I mean, it's just south. It gets skinny at the end,
Wow.
but yeah, southeast if we have to choose.
Get skinny.
Not
again.
West Texas. I'm just kidding. Listen, if I had to choose West Texas or like Wisconsin, I'm gonna choose West Texas.
Well,
so.
yeah, that's a fucking no-brainer. No
Sorry to
doubt.
anybody who's in Wisconsin, but
Yeah, this
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's not
Fucking-
for me.
I did also want to shout out Miss Reba Wagentire joining us for the podcast.
Yeah, Reba's such a good girl.
Sorry, the show.
Yeah.
Truly,
Yeah, that if you're tuning in, don't watch us. Just watch Reba.
Reba.
She's the best. I guess we'll jump into some actual questions since that was just a 15-minute detour
East
we took.
Texas is better.
That's what they say, or that's what Rachel says at least. Describe your creative process. How do you get in the mood to write? What's your thing?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It just kind of depends. So, like, when I first moved to town, I wrote with anybody and everybody, and like it was just definitely like quantity over quality. And then I kind of started to find the people that I liked to write with that were kind of getting what I wanted to do and the sound that I wanted. And so then it kind of shifted to, okay, I'm going to start writing in seasons and for a purpose. And so that's when I had the first idea to do it for the first time was to do a writing retreat. So this is when I wrote Cowboys Don't Change. This was like 2 years ago. And yeah, represent Cowboys Don't Change, baby. So I asked the girls I was writing with at that time that I felt like were really getting what I was doing. It was Sam Blasco, Aubrey Toon, and Julietti. And so I was like, hey, like, I'm not going to write. I had a bunch of ideas in my head, and I feel like I am not a person. I can write all the time, but I can't write for me all the time. Like, the way that I want to say something and how I want to say it, I feel like I have to really be married to. And if I don't like everything about it, I'm not going to put it out. And so I want other people's input, absolutely. But ultimately, like, it's got to be not always necessarily my idea, but I got to feel like I relate to the idea and I relate to the melody. There's got to be something that feels unique to me about
Got
it.
to do something for you.
Yeah, 100%. So that's when I started, like, just writing for a purpose. So for that project is when I really started. I just texted them and I was like, hey, I have all these ideas. I've been spending a lot of time alone. So I've been spending a lot of time just, like, with me and my guitar and, like, coming up with melodies. And I would just record the melody in my phone, or, like, I would have random titles like Cotton Candy Sky. I had that title for 2 years probably before we wrote it. But I didn't, and I knew, okay, like, I wanted to be this vibe, but I didn't have a melody for it. So I just had, like, a bunch of, like, random stuff. I didn't know how to put it all together. So, but I knew I had, like, enough for an EP and, like, a full, like, vision of how I wanted it to sound. So We went out there that weekend and we wrote for that, and it was great. That's How Cowboys Don't Change came out. We wrote all of those songs in like literally less than 2 days. So from that point forward, I kind of started doing the same thing. So like I would just do seasons of writing, and I've been doing that now. Like when I put out Lone Star Lonely, like I went on a retreat, and like we've done some retreats here where I was like, let's write like for a couple days. That's how we wrote Daisies, and that's kind of like I've noticed that works best for me to like take seasons, and I need to be by myself, and I need to come with the ideas, and I need to come with the melodies, and then bring the right people in depending on the song, and then take a break and kind of
that's something
get a vision.
I've liked picking that up from you. It's something I want to try in the future. I haven't really done, but writing with everybody kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot of your creativity away.
And then you pitch an idea that you really love, and if that's a new person or someone that you're maybe that wasn't the right person to pitch that idea to, and then that idea is with them and you have to bring them along, and it's just hard. It's
kind of uninspiring, but I do want to try the whole get the people I like in these 3, 4, 5 days. Let's write for my next project, and then I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm
100%.
stealing that.
But you should.
I stole it from you a couple months ago, and thought process. I'm working on putting together a retreat for the boys.
Oh hell yeah!
So, family cabin next to a river.
Jam&Toast writing retreat.
Jam&Toast writing retreat, baby. That's all you got to do. You mentioned in there Lone Star Lonely. Mm-hmm. Tell us who, when, and where. Who'd you write it with? When'd you write it? Where'd you write it?
So I wrote Lone Star Lonely with Jack Hummel, Delaney Ramsdale, and Sam Belasco. Very similar thing. Like I have noticed that this works best for me. So this is actually a pretty new song. So I put it out in September, but we wrote it in like May, maybe right before May, around there. Like it wasn't a super old song, but I knew like Cowboys Don't Change had done really well. I'd been on the road, and I was okay. Well, I need to build off this momentum and like put more music out. But the songs that we had, I liked them, but I didn't love them. And I get it's like a singles game, but I'm not going to put something out that I don't love. And so I just was like, I'd rather wait. And so I'd been writing with them, and and I wrote with all of them a lot separately, but they are kind of like a new crew as far as how long I've been writing with them. But I really liked a lot of the songs that we had wrote previously. So Jack actually knows a really well-known songwriter. I think his name is Chris Lindsay. That is not right, Jack. I'm so sorry. Don't kill me. But I think his name is Chris Lindsay. And he was super nice, and he has a studio out at his house, and it literally has like Taylor Swift on the wall, and like Lily Taylor he's like an older songwriter, and his wife is a songwriter, and literally like you go in the bathroom and she's like has her signature on the walls, and there's like platinum records everywhere. So it was cool. There's like a full studio, and we just camped out there for like 2 days, and Lone Star Lonely was the first song we wrote that night on Friday, which is crazy. It's usually how it works out, because I think you don't feel as much pressure. Like it's the first song of the weekend, so you're just kind of like, let's just write. But Delaney actually had that title. So you mentioned Delaney, who's like badass, and everyone should go listen to her. But she,
no doubt,
do it
for real. She's like insane. But she said that she was sitting in her car for like 20 minutes and trying to come up with like stuff for me. And she was like, "What about Lone Star Lonely?" And then she just kind of started singing it. And that song came like really naturally. We were just like drinking tequila, hanging out. I've also learned too, I can be like super nitpicky about like melodies and lyrics, but if I'm just like drinking some wine or some tequila on those retreats, I either forget that we wrote that until the next morning, and then I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. Like thank God I was kind of tipsy, because I would have like normally not liked that, or I just like chill out and don't care. But that's Cowboys. I'm really outing myself right now, but Cowboys Don't Change. The first night we wrote Fly and half of John Wayne. And they always like laugh and make fun of me, because like the next morning on like the beginning of the song, I was like, guys, we didn't write that. And they were like, yeah, we did. And I was like, no, like that's not what I came in with. And they're like, Rachel, like I know, but we voted to like veto that. And I was like, all right. Like this is something I remember, but I did not remember that. But it was kind of a good thing. Like it made me like loosen up and like trust the co-writers more. So
yeah, hell yeah. And John Wayne just hit a major milestone, right?
Yeah.
Is that John Wayne that I heard the other night?
Yeah. John Wayne has a lot. Yeah. Probably when we were talking about this show. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, like right there around it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
2 million listens.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
fucking
guys.
awesome.
It's pretty crazy. It is really crazy. What's funny about John Wayne is I love John Wayne, but I like really did not think that was like the song. Like everyone that I wrote it with, like after the retreat, like we were like on a high and we knew that it was crazy. We had like this quality of songs for that long, but I was like, I don't really know. Like I thought it was Fly or like Cotton Candy Sky. And then everyone was like, no, it's John Wayne. And all my friends thought that. And I mean, it really was, but that's why you need good people around you. Because you can like, as an artist, get in your head and like overthink things. And like, I do that a lot. So it was good.
I hate it when my friends are right, but it is nice
yeah.
having them around, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah. John Wayne's been crazy though. But you got to have like friends around you to like celebrate and like, you know, it's like what it's about.
As somebody around you that does watch you and look up to you, see a lot of the things you're doing.
Look out. That's so nice.
Dude, Rachel, you out here hustling,
you're so
dude.
badass. I know you haven't watched our Jam&Toast, but we've we've maybe talked about you in every episode, I think.
Maybe.
I'm fucking honored. Honestly, I wanted to start. I am now a part of Jam&Toast at Triple Threat Studios, actually.
Yep. Yeah.
Just put my name on the Pixar thing that you get.
The Pixar? Yeah. We'll put you on the Pixar, no doubt.
Well, that is very nice.
But as somebody that does watch you, see what you do, try to take notes and stuff like that. I know you do hustle. You play the game in a way that you can be proud of. Tell me a little bit like about the game that you have to play. Some of your parts that you don't mind. This is fun, and some of the parts that make you want to.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, tell us about the game.
Well, one, that is like so nice, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all inspire me all the time with like. I love, and so part of the way to answer that question is like why Nashville gets sometimes so exhausting is just there's a lot of people trying to do what you're doing, and there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of competition when you first move here to get rights, and then to get certain rounds, and then after you get that, it's competition to get the meetings, and then when you get the meetings, it's competition to get the second meeting, and then to get signed from the meetings, because if you're meeting with them, other people are meeting with them, and so like it never changes. I think like what I've learned over the years is I don't do well with like small talk and this sounds so bad, but like fake conversation.
Oh, I love your hair.
Yeah, like I love a lot of the people that I've met, but I am definitely like a small circle type of person. And like I have my people, and I'm really, really, really close with my family and friends back home. And so when I moved here, I obviously moved here to do music, and if I met friends along the way that I loved and I cared about, great, like Sam Blasco, one of my really good friends, Delaney, you guys, but it's really hard for me to be around a bunch of people that are always looking for like, okay, well, if they're doing that, then I want to be around them, and we need to go to this party or this show because so-and-so is going to be there, and then maybe we'll meet them, and then if we do meet them, maybe they'll remember us, and then if they do remember us, maybe I'll get a meeting, and then maybe I'll get an email, and it's just like this constant state of like maybe, and then you've been here 4.5 years, and you wake up, and you're like, okay,
maybe
like,
I should go home.
Yeah, you're like I was talking to them about this the other day, and I was saying how like my life has been very busy the past 4.5 years, and I'm super blessed, and like I don't take a second of it for granted, like being on the road this year, what my music has done, but I don't know that it's been very full. And so I feel like that's something that you got to be careful in Nashville of, just like when you're always, the chase never ends. So like you're always in the game, like you're always going to have to try to meet these people, whether you're, until you, even Morgan Wallen, I'm sure he has stuff that like he wants to still do, but like for the rest of normal people, even if I were to get a deal tomorrow, then the work really just begins in a different way, right? And so like it just truly never ends. Yeah. So, but I just think you just gotta like keep good people around you that like whenever you start to feel like it gets fake and the bullshit is too much, that you can just go to them and recluse to them, and like they remind you like why you shouldn't quit music and like why you're doing cool stuff. And then if you ever feel like it's too unauthentic or organic to you, like you don't have to go out every night, and if you don't go out, it's not the end all be all. It's not, I used to be like, I know this is a long answer, but it is like really important. Like I used to feel like, okay, if I don't go out tonight to this one show, then I'm not going to meet that person, and then I just like ruin my chances of getting a deal or making it in music ever. And that's crazy because like your mental health and like stamina in this industry is way more important, and so you just got to like shift your mindset. But it just goes back to having good people around you. So however you bad.
And it is good to hustle, but it's like they'll be at that round next week too.
Yeah.
You don't want to just always think that, but.
And I've literally had like people tell me at like publishing houses and stuff, like, we want to come see you play, but like we're not going to come to a round. We want to see full band. We want to see a show. Like we're not going to come watch you at a round. So it's also like too, life can get so busy, and it's just like pick and choose where you want to like put your time. That's why it's seasoned. So am I in the writing? Am I in the season of writing? Am I in the season of on the road? Am I in the season of recording music? Am I in the season of being a normal person and like a fiance and like a sister? Or am I in the season of like what? You just can't do it all. And that's the thing in today's generation that's like really hard. Like, am I in the season of making content for TikTok? I hate that crap, but you got to do it. So am I in the taking meeting season? Like, you can't do it all at once. And I've tried to do it all at once and it's soul sucking. So I don't recommend that. So
yeah, I get that. But I think we've talked a lot about you when we do talk about you in the toast portions of our interviews is really just a shrewd businesswoman, dude. Like, you get your shit done.
Thanks, Doug.
Respect the hell out of you've told me before that you wake up in the morning, you just send emails. You reach out to whoever you can reach out to, and you've hit more shit than anybody I know. And I was lucky enough to come along for Troubadour, which was fucking awesome.
Loved having you.
It was a great
Do you
time.
know who I am? Do you see this wristband?
Yeah, dude. They gave me that green wristband. It went straight
VIP,
to my
baby.
head, dude. Straight to my
It really
head.
did.
Charlie Robinson, like, y'all, that was a fun
Dude,
festival,
R.I.P.
Yeah,
I
rest
know,
in
R.I.P.
peace.
for real.
Rest
I'm
in
glad I
peace,
got to
Charlie.
see him.
Live.
And he lit that cigarette. Like, that is like the best story to tell. He was on stage and he like, and someone brought him a light and he like lit that cigarette
Lit the
mid
cigarette,
set.
didn't tune his own guitar.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Gee.
Tune his own guitar.
He couldn't get it right. And
Yeah, he
was-
literally tried to. And he said, "Oh, what did he say?" He was like,
He called for his,
He was
Yeah.
his lead guitarist.
I don't know, get over here. And
Yeah.
he made his lead guitarist unplug his guitar, plug Charlie's acoustic guitar in to his tuner pedal so he could tune it up. And like he also
Yeah.
sat there for a minute trying to do it himself,
Yeah.
restarted the song, and then stopped the song.
"Yeah,
Yeah, that's Charlie right there, baby. That's a
gangster,
Texas
honestly.
legend.
The
Yeah.
whole time was sitting in a chair, had a table beside him with his cigarettes and fucking snacks.
Whiskey and
yeah,
snacks, bro.
Whiskey,
He was like-
yeah."
He was just like eating peanuts during his
But
set.
honestly,
Fucking
that
love
was
it.
like towards the end of his life, and good for him because that's like a way to go out. You know? What
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean, he's a living Texas legend
Yeah.
to that point. You know, like, what are you gonna tell that guy?
I know.
You're not
No,
gonna tell him
sorry,
shit.
Charlie. Like,
No, Charlie, you can't smoke a
Yeah.
whole pack of Marlboro Lights on stage. Yes, the fuck you can.
yeah,
no.
he would be
I'll
like, "Well,
watch
I
you
ain't
do
going
it."
on stage then." Like, it just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in a quick way, we got to start wrapping up. Tell us about songs we heard today. Till the Wheels Fall Off and Where the Daisies Grow. Tell us about them.
Yeah. So I wrote Till the Wheels Fall Off. That was one of the first songs I wrote after my EP, Cowboys Don't Change. And I was just trying to figure out, obviously, Cowboys Don't Change is like in the best sense of music, me. Like, it's everything I'd want to say and how I'd want it to sound. But you do have to evolve and grow. And I was looking for that next thing. So mentioned earlier, I wrote that with Aubrey Toon and Julietti. Love that song. It's kind of got a little like bluesy thing to it, which is kind of cool because I grew up on blues. So it's kind of naturally in me. And then Where the Daisies Grow, wrote with these two fine fellas right here. But I really do love that song, and we sang that song a lot on the road. And people will like literally comment on my TikTok and be like, "When's that Daisy song coming out?" Like, people really love that song. I think it's really relatable, and I love that one personally, like way more out of the two, just because it's like more of like it's personal. It's like a letter to myself of going back to the game. Like, making music is amazing, but the industry can get tough, so you just got to have friends that are willing to like make the music that you want to make that feeds your soul, which is like Where the Daisies Grow. So I love that song. I hope to put that song out someday.
Hell yeah. I hope you put it out one day too.
Yeah.
You were on the road a lot this year. Played some cool places. Tell us the favorite place you played.
Yeah. Well, you were with me for every single show.
Pretty much.
What was your favorite place?
My favorite was Cheatham Street.
Yeah. I was going to say either
Probably.
Cheatham Street or Blue Light. So Blue Light is this little town or this little venue in Lubbock, Texas. And it was the rowdiest crowd. Like,
Beers. Well, the dude stole my set list.
yeah.
Like, not even at the end of the show. It
Just
was,
in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah, literally middle. And I was like, dude, like, give him his set list back.
like,
They were
I
like
don't know.
beer slinging. And then I did that duet with Kat at the end. And they slung this beer all over her lead guitarist pedal board. Like, it was fun, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the rowdiest crowd. But Cheatham Street probably was my favorite because, shout out TX State, go Bobcats. Went to school there, and I saw so many people there. I saw Cody Johnson there, Parker McCollum, Randy Rogers Band for like literally like $5 at the door. So it was like, that was really, really full circle to come back and play that. And they were just like good people. They like sang my songs. Like, that was like a really cool moment for me.
Heck yeah.
Piggyback on that one more time. And what's a venue what's your dream venue?
Yeah. Probably, everyone says this, but I really do mean it. Like, I really love outside shows. I think there's just, like, something to be said for outside shows. So I have two, and everyone says this, but I really would love to play Red Rocks. Red Rocks is badass. It's just for many, many reasons.
My dream.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it has to be your dream. Like, it's just the people, the vibes, the way that it's set up, the way you can interact with the crowd, the weather, the sunset. Like, it's just, it feeds the atmosphere of the show. And then I really, 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 really would love to play the Opry. Like, really would love to play the Opry. Like, that would make my grandma's dreams come true. She's, like, the biggest old school country fan.
She's dope, by the way. She just talks about PBR bull riding and drinks PBRs.
Hell
yeah. Y'all want to know what East Texas is like? My grandma literally drinks PBR and watches bull riding. And that's that.
That's it.
She grew up on a dairy farm. She's a little country lady. But she's, like, 90. She'll be 92.
Real quick story. She is hard of hearing. And they just talk about whatever right in front of her. They'd be like, yo, grandma doesn't know this yet, so we don't need to, like, be careful. And then I'm, like, eating dinner with them, and they're just talking. And I'm like, bro, I thought
grandma couldn't know this.
Honestly, though, I think she just does it so, like, she honestly probably can hear us sometimes and then, like, doesn't. Like,
selective hearing is maybe the best part about getting old, is you can choose what you want to react to.
She's also, like, deathly honest. Like, you know how old people are just, like, brutally honest?
Yeah, of course.
She, anything, she'll be, if you know she doesn't like something or, like, a song that I sing, she'll be like, yeah, I mean, it's nice, sweetie. It's okay, sweetie. And then if she really likes the song, she'll be like, I'm just so proud of you. That was just, like, a great song. Or she'll be like, I feel like you can do better, you know? She's, old people. Yeah, but she's a country music, like, this is fun fact. I swear we'll get off this podcast. She told me one time that I was related to Johnny Cash. And I said, well, I don't really know still, because I was like, Grandma, like, how are you just not telling me this? And she said that it was, like, based on, like, her cousin by marriage married someone to him by marriage.
Yeah, that sounds like it's not
so true. It's very, like, far-fetched, but
that
shout out.
Like
I'm related to Johnny Cash. I claim that. It's my long, long lost uncle.
Well, we're happy to welcome in Johnny Cash's niece today to Triple Thread Studio. No, for real, this is Jam&Toast episode 7. We appreciate you sticking around. My co-host over here is Max Woolery. You can find him at Max Woolery Music. Miss Rachel Laren. I think just Rachel Laren on everything, right? You got a unique name like that. You can find her if you know her name. And I'm Forrest Carter. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye, y'all.